Hi, it's Rich Tarani. I'm in the TMC newsroom on location, and we are at the Satellite 2011 show in Washington, D.C. On our program is Roy Priest, and he is the Vice President of Sales and Support at GATR Technologies. Hello, Roy.
Hello, how are you? Thank you for having me.
We're great. I'm great. Things are good, and we're happy to be here and learn about your product. Do you want to give us an overview of what your company does?
Sure. The GATR inflatable antenna is a new approach to satellite communications that allows you to package a very large aperture antenna capable of high bandwidth communications for data, voice, and video into an unprecedented small case. 1 to 2 airline checkable cases for a 2.4 meter terminal that would normally be over 1,000 pounds worth of equipment and 10 or more transit cases.
And the weight for the unit again would be how much?
The basic antenna is only 18 pounds for a 2.4 meter satellite dish. All included with the inflation system and the feeds. You're looking at 2 cases under 100 pounds each for a 2.4 meter terminal, either at X-band, C-band, or Ku-band.
So the best analogy in, I guess, the non-satellite world for people to just get their head around this would be maybe a beach ball with a flexible, highly durable material which turns into a satellite dish inside of it, right?
That's right. Essentially, we have a precision ball, or a beach ball as a lot of people call it, with a very precise parabolic dish mounted at the equator of the ball. So by putting a little more air pressure in front of the ball than behind it, we're able to push the dish back into parabolic shape and then mount it very securely pointed toward the satellite for the high bandwidth communications.
So let's talk about the target market for the device. Where are you seeing the most interest?
The GATR inflatable antenna is used primarily by U.S. Department of Defense, particularly with operations personnel who move in very quickly and need to set up high bandwidth communications and are on site for anywhere from a number of hours to several weeks or months.
Now, in terms of the isolation from wind or the resistance to wind, how does this product stack up to a more rigid-based satellite dish?
Surprisingly, the inflatable antenna, even though the ball itself weighs only 18 pounds, the antenna is actually more stable in high winds than most rigid dishes. It can withstand winds of up to 60 miles per hour survivable and operates well in winds beyond 40 miles per hour.
Fantastic. So how many years have you been working on this technology?
The company was started primarily to develop this antenna technology around 5 years ago. We've had the antenna in the field for about 3 years now, and we're developing new markets for it all the time. Besides the Defense Department, we also have it with emergency responders who respond quickly to emergencies both in the United States and abroad because they can quickly and easily transport the very small footprint of cases into theater and set it up fast for high bandwidth communications.
And you mentioned to me off camera that the technology compares favorably with rigid dishes, and I'm just curious if you could just go through what the theoretical throughput could be on one of these.
Sure. Our antennas perform comparably to a rigid antenna, so our 2.4 meter antenna performs essentially the same as a rigid 2.4 meter antenna, and you would get comparable bandwidths. By comparison, though, you can also take our 2.4 meter antenna in the same footprint as you would normally transport a 1 meter antenna. So you have much higher bandwidth, you can conduct C-band operations, and it actually comes in a smaller case than the disadvantaged terminals with lower bandwidth. So we would see typically bandwidths well above a T1 connection, beyond 3 megabits per second, if you have the satellite bandwidth to support that.
So a couple T1s paired, so something
Absolutely.
like that.
We've seen connections well in excess of 10 megabits per second with this, typical to what you see with a rigid 2.4. It just comes in a much more portable package.
Now, what about pricing? Is it comparable as well, or is that different?
The pricing for the GATR inflatable 2.4 meter antenna is actually a little bit less than most typical flyaway systems, and that's the class in which it operates. A highly portable antenna that sets up fast and provides high bandwidth communications.
Is the only downside, that at least the one I can think of, is that you might need a little extra power to inflate the system. How does that factor into the decision to use this on the move?
You do have to have power on site in order to keep the antenna inflated and in order to keep the dish properly shaped that's inside of the ball. However, typically operators have power on site to provide the end equipment that they're already already using, such as computers, laptops, phones. So it's not too much difficulty to bring power out to it. We do recommend you keep an alternate power supply, like a backup UPS, available on the unit to prevent any kind of deflation.
And as you showed me a little bit earlier, you can just pack this up in a couple boxes and you can just put them on an airplane, right?
That's right. The advantage of the GATR and its entire reason to exist is that you can package a large antenna, say at 2.4, in as little space as a backpack. Without the air inside, it simply rolls up like a sleeping bag and can be stuffed into a very small package for easy transport on airline or by small vehicle.
Well, very cool technology. Thanks for being on the program today, and good luck with it.
Thank you so much.